أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Is the attack taking place right now by Hamas against Israel real or fake? Well, it's actually both real and fake at the same time, meaning that the official narrative is fake, meaning that there is no attack or war going on between Hamas and Israel right now, or ever actually, for the past over 20 years. Because the original leaders of Hamas, who were anti-Zionist, were already killed 20 years ago. Sheikh Ahmed Yassin and Rantisi. After they were killed, they were replaced by Khalid Mash'al and Ismail Haniyeh, who not only don't ever fight against Israel, but they actually fight against Palestinians who want to fight Israel. And they are also pro-Russia, pro-Iran, pro-Hezbollah Dajjal, and even Bashar Assad has been funding and arming and supporting Hamas. So the question is, what is going on then? The truth is that there is another group in Palestine called Izzeddin Qassam. Okay, and I'm sure that most of you have never heard of the name of this group, especially if you don't speak Arabic. The Western media and even the Iranian media almost never mention them. And they all claim that this is an attack by Hamas, but it's actually an attack by Izzeddin Qassam. Now, even though people in the West don't know about this, a lot of people in the Middle East who speak Arabic, a lot of Arabs know about Izzeddin Qassam brigades. And but they're being given another narrative. They're being told that Izzeddin Qassam is another name for Hamas, and that they're both the same group, and that Izzeddin Qassam is like the military wing of Hamas. Now the problem with this is that, first of all, Izzeddin Qassam was formed before Hamas. And secondly, they have their own leaders, meaning that their leader is not Khalid Mash'al or Ismail Haniyeh. And they have no connection with Russia or Iran or any of these fake groups. They are their own separate group, and they have their own leaders, their own ideology. And the leaders of Hamas don't even live in Palestine. And they sometimes for example, we're told that they go to Palestine, but they definitely don't live in Gaza. Whereas Izzeddin Qassam is in Gaza, so it's a completely different group. It's a separate group. But we're being told that it's Hamas. And the Arabs are actually being told that it's Hamas. And the reason why the Arabs are told that it's Hamas is that the Arabs have known about Izzeddin Qassam for many, many years. And so they know that this group exists. So they have to deceive them by telling them that, well, Izzeddin Qassam is the military wing of Hamas. They're the same group. Yeah, it's a different name. And even though they have different leaders, it's the same group. But the Western audience, and even in Iran, we're told that it's just Hamas. They tell us that Hamas is attacking Israel. They don't even mention Izzeddin Qassam. Like here, you can see this Iranian newspaper. It's called Kayhan, and it is the official newspaper of Iran's government. This newspaper is officially controlled by Khamenei himself, by the government of Iran itself. And it says here that Hamas fighting Israel, like pretty much all other Iranian news channels, almost all of them, or probably all of them. But what's interesting is that he also says that Iran is cooperating with Hamas, and that Hamas, Iran, and Hezbollah Dajjal, the so-called Hezbollah, are all working together right now against Israel. So Iran is actually trying to take credit for this situation that is going on right now in Palestine. They're trying to pretend like it's them. And Ra'efi Pur, the disinformation agent, the Iranian disinfo agent that I've mentioned before, he claims that the Palestinians are attacking Israel because Israel had a secret plan to attack the Shia government of Iraq. Even though the Shia government of Iraq was created by Zionists. But Iran has been trying very hard to convince people that the government of Iraq that Iran supports is very independent and anti-Zionist. So in order to deceive people, they say that, why the Palestinians are attacking Israel? They are so pro-Shia that they are doing this to stop Israel from attacking Iraq. And so, if you support Palestine, then you have to support the Iraqi government that the Zionists created in 2003. See, that's how ridiculous their propaganda is. So they're trying to use this to give credit not just to Iran but to Iraq, because you see, the fact that Iran supports the government of Iraq, which America and the Zionists created, that has really harmed Iran's image as being so-called Islamic and part of the resistance. So they have to say that no, see, there's a secret conspiracy by Israel to attack Iraq. Zionist government of Iraq. And the Palestinians are so pro-Shia, they're so pro-Shia that they're not even fighting for Iran, they're fighting for the Shia government of Iraq, which George Bush created. So, yeah, that's how stupid this whole narrative is. But, you know, that's what the Iranians are being told. They're not even being told about Ezzedin Qassam. They're being told is Hamas. Every news channel, every Iranian news channel that I checked has been saying is Hamas, 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 Hamas. And just like the Western media, just like the American media. But in reality, it's Ezzedin Qassam. I'm going to show proof, inshallah, on this video that it is actually Ezzedin Qassam. Now, remember, many of you may, if you are Arabs, you may be thinking that, well, Ezzedin Qassam is Hamas, but I'm going to be explaining why Ezzedin Qassam is not Hamas. Aside from the fact that they have different leaders, and Ezzedin Qassam is in Gaza, whereas Hamas are in, they're not even in Palestine. That's how fake Hamas is. Their leaders don't even live in Palestine. Hamas is basically Israel's secret services. They are the IDF, they are the military of Israel, they are the government of Israel. They're completely fake. Okay, Hamas was destroyed 20 years ago. The real Hamas was destroyed 20 years ago. This Hamas that you have today is 100% fake. I mean, think about it. Why would Israel kill the leaders of Hamas in 2003, 2004? They killed their leaders. Not just one leader, they killed all the top leaders. And as soon as Khaled Mash'al became the leader, they stopped killing them. And Khaled Mash'al and Ismail Haniyeh, they're still running Hamas to this day. So why don't they try to assassinate them? Not only do they not assassinate them, but they have been cooperating with Israel. They've actually been, the so-called Hamas, what they're doing is that they're basically guarding Israel. They're protecting Israel, just like the Hezbollah Dajjal does in Lebanon. So Hamas is basically an extension of the whole Iran, Hezbollah Dajjal, Russia, fake resistance. Even though we all know, if you just look into Russia, you see that Russia has very good relations with Israel, and the government of Russia is Zionist. So, you see, the Hamas that exists today and has existed for the past 20 years is completely fake. But this group, now, why am I saying this? Well, you've all seen a lot of video footages on the news channels, and I'm going to first be showing some of the Al Jazeera clips. You see, these clips that Al Jazeera is showing, they're actually showing clips from a website that's owned by Hamas. Supposedly. Well, it is owned by the fake Hamas, but it's supposedly owned by both Hamas and Ezzedin Qassam, like they're the same group, supposedly. And they're showing clips from their videos, but I'm going to be showing clips directly from their videos so that we can analyze it and see that. Because if I show the clips from Al Jazeera, you might be thinking that, well, maybe Al Jazeera has edited these videos like this. Maybe Al Arabiya has edited these videos like this. I'm going to show you direct videos. They are edited by Hamas itself. And see, I haven't, cut this video. This is one example of one of their videos. I'm just showing you the video as it is. And if you watch it, you see that this video keeps constantly cutting. It just cut every 5 seconds. Cut. I mean, they don't show you anything to its final conclusion. Like when you watch these videos, you know what's going on. Sometimes they even show you something very important, like in this other video, you see them killing this soldier, this Israeli soldier, and there's another soldier. You can see there's two soldiers, but you don't see what happens next. Like, okay, they killed him. Now, are they gonna go and kill the other one? Are they gonna show the dead body? But also it cuts to something else, and then later you see a dead body somewhere, and then it cuts to something else. It cuts so many times that, I mean, these videos are heavily edited. And the reason why they're so ridiculously edited to such a large extent where you can't even understand what's going on. I mean, even the most important and interesting parts are cut. They cut and then they show you something that's not important. It's not like they're showing you the most important parts of the battle. That they might be giving you that impression, oh, we're showing you the most exciting parts. But no, they show you something important or exciting or interesting, and then they cuts to some guy just walking or driving a car. So the way these videos are edited goes to show that there's an agenda behind editing. But all their videos, I watched all their videos that have been released regarding this event, and all of them have been edited like this. Okay, so this goes to show that the people editing these videos have an agenda, and I'm going to tell you right now what they're doing. What they're doing is that they're mixing real videos with fake videos. The same thing that I exposed ISIS for. Remember, I explained that ISIS is now mixing real videos with fake videos. They're taking real videos from the past, and especially from other groups like Tawhid wal Jihad, Zarqawi's group, and from other Sunni groups, Jaish al-Mujahideen, etc. And they're mixing them with fake videos. And because they're putting them all together, you think that it's all real, but it's actually fake videos and real videos combined together so that they can push the fake narrative while at the same time seeming real. So you see, oh, this scene looks real, so this has to be real. No, that scene might be real, that dead body might be real, but that doesn't mean that the entire video is real. You see? People need to understand that today the internet and the media in general, the news, is heavily censored and controlled. So don't think that these terrorist organizations can just have their own website and they won't delete their website right away. They just, because the internet today is shadow banned. Even if they don't delete the website, it's just automatically shadow banned, meaning that you actually need someone in the background to allow the website to be seen. Shadow banning means that everyone is shadow banned unless someone behind the scenes, some government behind the scenes, allows something to be seen. If they don't allow something to be seen, no one can see it. You're shadow banned unless you're not shadow banned. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like in the past when they would selectively delete certain videos. Now we have a shadow banned internet, which is almost, the internet has become almost as bad as television now. And television has actually got worse than it used to be. So don't expect to be able to find the original videos. They won't show you the originals. They are showing you these edited ones that they are constructing using real videos combined with fake videos. Now, the main reason why you might think that these are videos from Hamas, that they're really from Hamas, is because Hamas, the way they are known is by their green bandanas. Although they also wear green shawls, but again, later, inshallah. But the green bandana is a symbol of Hamas. And you see that in these videos, sometimes you see these fighters wearing green bandanas. So you might say, well, that proves that's Hamas, right? Because they're wearing green bandanas. What I find interesting, however, is that I analyzed all these videos and I found that the scenes where they're wearing green bandanas are the scenes that look fake. And all the scenes that look real are the scenes where they're not wearing green bandanas. If you watch the videos where the fighters look like they're wearing green bandanas, you see that none of those scenes show you anything interesting or anything clear. Like, you never see them killing an Israeli soldier in any of those videos. You never see them like going up and blowing up a military vehicle that's moving in one of those videos. You see a bunch of fighters who are not wearing green bandanas, who are killing Israeli soldiers. And then it cuts to clips of people with green bandanas just walking around, driving around, supposedly shooting at something, but you can't see what they're shooting at. So, you see, the green bandana clips are fake. And some of the clips where the fighters are not wearing green bandanas are actually real. And that's Ezzeddin Qassam. And you can actually read that it says on this fighter, Kataib Qassam. And they all say Kataib Qassam, Ezzeddin Qassam. They all say Qassam. None of them say Hamas. None of them have the logo of Hamas on them. None of these fighters. And here's my question. Why are the faces of these fighters covered? Why are their faces censored? You might say it's because they don't want them to be identified so that Israel can't kill them. But here's a number of problems. First of all, these people are from Gaza. So they're not some kind of a hidden terrorist organization. They're the Gazan people fighting a war against Israel. They're not carrying out secret attacks. Okay, they're not carrying out secret assassinations. So Israel already knows who these people are. These people live among the Palestinians. They don't live among the Israelis. So everyone knows what they look like. Okay? And there's no point for an army like this to cover their faces. Yes, if there's a secret organization, a secret insurgency or terrorist organization or whatever you want to call them, who's living among the people and they may not want to be identified, so they may wear masks, but there's no reason for these people's faces to be covered. And secondly, they're already in Israel. They're fighting against the Israelis. So and you know that there are cameras all over the place, especially in military zones, and that's where these people are going. They're going to military locations. So Israel definitely has images of the faces of all these fighters. So then what's the point of censoring them? Are they censoring them so that Israel won't find out what they look like? Well, Israel already knows what they look like because they have cameras all over the place, right? So if Israel has cameras all over the place in these secure areas and in these borders and military bases, obviously, so then who are their faces being covered from? From the Israelis or from us? Think about it. Why would they be censoring their faces? And also, if these fighters don't want to be identified, why are they not wearing masks? If they want to attack Israel, you would expect them to wear masks and go in and attack Israel so that they won't be identified, right? But they've gone there and they're fighting without masks, so the Israeli military, they can see them with their cameras. They can see what they look like. So then they don't care if they are identified, but somehow the person editing these videos doesn't want them to be identified. So are they really hiding them from Israel, or are they hiding them from us? And I'm going to tell you why they're hiding it. They're hiding them because they are not Hamas. And they don't want us to see the real fighters, so that later Hamas or some other fake group, some other some actor later can come up and take credit and say, that guy is me. I'm the guy in that video. I'm the guy fighting. Some guy like Khamenei or Ahmadinejad or Hassan Nasrallah. Obviously, it's not going to be these people, but these people are too old. But someone like them can come up later and say, that guy is me. I'm the one fighting. I'm the one killing these Israeli soldiers. You see, that's why their faces are covered, because there's no logical reason for their faces to be covered. And what's interesting is that the face of the spokesperson, supposed a spokesperson of this group who claims that they are part of Hamas, their spokesperson, his face is covered. So there are these videos where this guy supposedly is speaking for these fighters, and you see that he's wearing a mask. So why is he wearing a mask but not the fighters in the battlefield whose faces are going to be filmed by cameras? Not just by their own cameras, but by the Israeli secret cameras all over the place. So, and notice that this guy is wearing a mask. Notice that his mask looks like a Masonic checkboard. Do you see that? Do you see that his mask looks Masonic? And these are the people who are telling you that Hamas and Din Qassam are the same group. So, why are Din Qassam in the battlefield, the Palestinians in the battlefield, why are they not wearing the same uniforms as their leaders and their spokesperson and their top leaders and their important people? How come their leaders and the people who are speaking for them are wearing these uniforms, these Masonic uniforms, but the fighters in the battlefield, none of them look Masonic, none of them look like Hamas, none of them look like Hezbollah Dajjal, none of them look like Iran's military forces, the Quds force, Qasem Soleimani. How come the fighters look like ordinary people who are just with weapons fighting? But then this the Hamas has their own Masonic uniforms and stuff, because as I said again, this guy is not speaking for these fighters. This guy is fake. These people supposedly speaking for them are fake. And remember, I said many times on many of my past videos from 10 years ago, I was explaining that they want us to believe that we have to choose between the Illuminati groups. That if you want to fight the Illuminati, you have to join the Illuminati. So that's why they want to show you that, these Palestinians who are fighting, they are also part of some, Illuminati group. So it's, you have to choose between the Luciferian Illuminati or the Satanist Illuminati, the Jewish Illuminati or the the Shia Illuminati. But in fact, the Illuminati are all the same, and these fighters have nothing to do with these people who are pretending to speak for them. So, for example, in this video that they released, you can see some dead soldiers, and then it cuts to these people wearing green bandanas, the symbol of Hamas. Okay. So you see what they've done. They show you the dead bodies, and then they show you what appears to be Hamas. Okay, so I'm just going to show you all the clips of these people with green bandanas. I'm going to put them all together. I'm just going to show you how these videos could easily be faked. They're like, there's nothing in them that can't be easily faked by a B-movie director. You don't even need that much money to stage or fake these scenes. Okay, so these are all the green bandana scenes. Just see for yourself. If you just saw these clips alone, wouldn't you conclude that this whole drama is fake? Well, you see, it's not that it's all fake. It's that these guys are fake. You see, so there's real clips, as I said, there's real events happening, and they're being mixed with the fake ones. Here's a guy shooting at some grass. Yeah, he's actually shooting at grass. If you pay attention. All these green bandana guys, they're just shooting at grass. They're shooting at trees. Now, when you look at these scenes with the green bandanas and stuff, and what else do you see? You see the cameraman giving the Nazi hand sign. You know what I said? They want to not associate the Nazi hand sign with the Sunnis. For 30 years, it was the Shias giving the Nazi hand sign, and the media was saying the Islamic people are giving Nazi hand sign. So do you see how all this looks like a B movie? It looks like the New Zealand attack. Remember that fake New Zealand attack that I exposed a few years ago? It looks similar to that one. It's just, you know, empty roads, empty streets, people just driving, boring clips. That's what happens when you separate the green bandana clips from the rest of the clips. You see how boring and pointless they are, and you just see them shooting at something that looks like a dead body, but you can't even see the dead body clearly. You know, everything looks like a movie. It looks staged. Notice how all these guys have green bandanas while they're getting ready to, you know, carry out the operation. In this fake video, they all have green bandanas in this Hamas video, you know. But later, when we see them in the battlefield, of course, we see that many of them don't have green bandanas. So what happened? You know, how come at the beginning all of them have it?
ما حس وما بس تضلك ذكر لي المكان هبقى ايه دخل جوا اجي ايه مش سامع رفع عرضك ايش الدخنة هذا؟ ايش حدا؟ أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله